Hey, how's it going? Hope you've been well and have had a productive week. Welcome to the Creative Time Chamber Show. My name is Jonathan, and this show is about helping you get from shy creative to confident creative. We're going to tackle what I hear is a common reason why we don't achieve the things we set out to achieve. And if you read the title before clicking on this video, then you know exactly what that is. And it's the I don't have time excuse. So it's hard to come home after work to continue to work. Like most people, throughout the day, you have already probably begun thinking about how to wind down and possibly do nothing but watch a Netflix series. While a regular working day is 8 hours, it's not uncommon to find employees working 10 to 12 hour days. So up to 12 hours of your day is spent at the day job. We're going to do some quick maths, and let's say you get 8 hours of sleep, which is a luxury for some, and then 12 hours for the day job, which includes commute. You'll still have about 4 hours for yourself. Factor in chores or cooking time, maybe 2 hours left per day, give or take. And 2 hours might not be enough to create your best piece of work, but that's still 2 hours to start something new or chip away at a current project. Our day-to-day may be different. Actually, it will be different, and some of you will be working more or less time at the day job. But here's the thing: what you choose to make time for, you are saying, this is important to me. If it's important, you will make the time for it. Another way to look at this excuse you might be making is when you say I don't have time, you are saying I don't care enough about my creative growth because it's too much effort to do more work. And that one's a little harsh, but if it stings a bit, then it's likely because it's true. And where do we achieve the most growth? It's when we're uncomfortable. And when you recognize that feeling, that's your signal to take action. And I've used the I don't have time excuse to do things I simply didn't want to do. What I've learned is we all have time, but we're really just prioritizing the things that we want to do. If going out for drinks with friends is important to you because it's been months since you caught up, then yeah, you will make the time for it. And if you feel you haven't made progress within the last year, that means you didn't make time to focus on self-development. What you want to avoid is waiting to create and instead schedule it in. You say you don't have time, but it's probably because you don't have clarity. You'll save a lot of energy if you plan ahead. For example, while you're working at the day job, you should already know exactly what you need to be working on after finishing the day job. You will have scheduled it in, and that time to work on your creative projects is for creating only. You want to avoid using the time you scheduled to think about to work on, because that won't be the most productive way to use that scheduled time. Now, how much time? Well, it's however much time you have. My suggestion is to schedule a small amount of time per week on your side project or studies and stick to that schedule consistently for 1 month. What that might look like is every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. I will write for 1 hour, or every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I will focus on social media marketing or content creation. And one of my favorite quotes goes something like this: what you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. It's how often you spend your time on something that will give you the results you want. Even if you start with as little as once a week, if you do that consistently, you can gradually increase to twice a week, 3 times a week. You're going to make an impact on your creative projects and your creative growth when you stop saying I don't have time and instead make the time. So how you can begin scheduling time to create and build your creative confidence is to look at areas of your days where your attention is not 100% needed. Example, for me, it's when I'm eating dinner, commuting to work, or brushing my teeth. I'm using this time to set a clear list of intentions for my evening and tasks I want to tackle for later that day. That's just my example. Generally, any sort of downtime can be used to plan your time for creating and learning. There will be pockets of time throughout your day. Find them and fill them productively. So next time you find yourself saying, I don't have time for ... think about the relevancy and the importance of what you're saying no to. If the answer is close to because I'm lazy, you're making excuses. I hope this quick episode gave you food for thought. So when are you going to schedule in time to create? Leave your thoughts below and I'll check in so you can start getting results and become a more confident creative. Just a quick one as well. This episode did upload a little later than usual, but if you're in the UK, I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. And if you're listening from anywhere else in the world, I wish you a productive week ahead. All right, join in on Twitter and Instagram at the CT Chamber, and I shall speak to you soon. All right, take it easy.